I lost all my data. It's gone. I'm laughing now, but I wasn't laughing last week because it's really all gone. In this video I'm going to tell you my story and I'm going to tell you what buttons not to press. Let's dive in. Hey and welcome to the channel. My name is Leon. This channel exists to help you grow your website using your web stats without spending hours in the process. I want to thank everyone that has been liking my videos and has subscribed to the channel, because that really helps me get these videos out to as many people as I can. As a way to say thank you, I have created a short cheat sheet on how you can grow your website traffic. So if you have a new domain or you have an existing website and you want to grow the traffic that's coming to that site, head over to the link in the video description to grab that cheat sheet for free. Also, if you want to watch more videos just like this, just head over to my profile. I've created tons of videos over the past year on how to set up Google Analytics and how to use the data to grow your website. Alright, let me tell you about what happened. We're in the admin page of my own GA4 property. This is the property that I created almost 2 years ago when I started my own company. I of course created my own site, put GA4 on it to track the visitors that come to my site. But I've also been using this property a ton as a demonstration property in my live trainings and also in my YouTube tutorials on how to set up conversions, how to build reports, etc. One thing that I also really like to do here is just experiment with features that are new to me. Things that I do not dare to do in a client property, but I do try them out here, because what's the worst thing that can happen? Yeah, I can lose my data. But one thing that I've been experimenting with was here under the web stream. It's tucked away a little bit, but under configure tag settings, you have the option to combine your own tag with the tag of a different property. I was thinking about using this to feed both the site-specific property and a roll-up property from the same tag. I ended up not really liking it and tried to revert that. But as a result, my default measurement ID wasn't working anymore. I had to try a non-standard Google tag ID, and it also didn't look like a standard measurement ID because it starts with GT and then dash and then a site ID. And one thing that I really like with this property, because I'm using it a ton in my trainings, is I want it to be as close to the default as possible. Because if people are following along with me during a YouTube tutorial or during a live training, I want them to be able to recognize what I'm doing and see that they're on the right track. And this wasn't the standard anymore. So I wanted this reverted, and I thought maybe the easiest way to do this is if I just remove this web stream. In the top right corner you have here the option delete stream, and then you get this really nice message saying deleting this stream will stop the processing of incoming data, but historical data associated with the stream will be preserved. So I was immediately relieved. I thought I can do this, there will be no harm to my property, my data will be preserved. So I went ahead and I deleted the stream, made a new one, started all over again and thought that things were fine. But then I opened up my report and I saw that all the numbers were back to zero, and I quickly realized that all the data from my reports were gone. At first I didn't believe that simply removing the web stream had caused this. I thought there must be something else that I did wrong. But after several tests I quickly found out that indeed removing the web stream causes all the data to disappear from your reports. So the second question that I had was, is it just me or do other people have this as well? So I posted this message in the Google Analytics 4 community that is founded by Julius from Analytics Mania. I posted, I just lost all my GA4 data, together with this really dramatic emoji. Also, I posted this screenshot for dramatic purposes, and I asked people, do you also encounter this and do you have a clue what has caused this? Within a couple of minutes, Julius himself responded underneath my message saying, technically the data is not deleted, but it is not displayed in the interface, which does not make things any better. So somewhere in the database of GA4, the data is still present, it's just not visible in the GA4 interface. And there's no way to undo this. And this message was of course immediately a relief to me that it was not only my property, but other people have encountered this as well. So the third question that I had is, what is Google doing about this? And here down below this post, Julius also responds, a bug that I reported more than a year ago and was not fixed yet. So he reported it by posting this in LinkedIn 1 year ago. And he says, do not delete streams. And he said that he reported this to Google as well. And I read somewhere else that Google has given this a low priority. So they might fix it down the line somewhere, but they will probably not fix it soon. And that's why I'm also making this video, to remind you that removing your web stream is not a good idea. By the way, I will put the links to all these messages in the video description so you can find them later, and maybe there will be a little bit more discussion so you can follow along. So by now we know that the data is just hidden. It's somewhere down in the database of Google Analytics. It's just not displayed in the interface because we have removed the web stream. So it turns out that there is a way you can access the data. And you can do that via an exploration report. I have already created an example report to show you how this is done. You need to go into your report and then get the dimension stream ID. So you can access that by going into the dimensions and then just look for stream ID. There it is. And then I have also the active users and the event count. And I have made here a timeline. But what you need to do, this is the trick, you need to make a filter in your report that says stream ID matches regex, and then you need to put all your stream IDs next to one another as a regex string. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but matches regex is just this ID, and then you have this pipe character, which means or, and then this ID, and then another pipe character, which means again or, and then this ID. And as you can see, I've added multiple because I had been testing with removing the stream and make a new one just to see, is this really causing my data to disappear? So I have created different streams over the past week, and I've added all of them. And then if you hit apply, and the thing is you need to put the current stream ID in, and if you put apply, you can actually access the entire history. And then mine goes back 14 months is the setting here, I think. So this should display all the data over time. Of course, this is really a hassle. I wish this wouldn't be necessary, but at least there's a way to get the data back. Alright, that's it for today. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was clear. If you have any questions or if you have any experiences with this that you want to share with us, please leave a comment down below. Also, if you want to watch more, head over to my profile to see more videos just like this. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.